Let yourself, as you close your eyes, and you can have your eyes open if you like. Many people find it's a little bit easier to get engaged and absorbed with the eyes closed. Take a moment just to kind of sense your posture. What we're looking for here is balance. On the one hand, you might find yourself a little bit too vigilant in your posture. Maybe you're sitting up a little too straight, or you're holding some kind of tension. On the other hand, and I think many of us, after the end of a long day, we tend toward the other extreme. So we're kind of like leaning back, or we're already in a little bit of a slump. Is there any way that you can adjust your posture so you have that sense of balance? And one way to do this is to take 3 long and slow deep breaths. Draw the breath up under the collarbones on the inhalation. Let yourself soften on the out-breath. And as you lengthen the in-breath, sense if you can lengthen through the spine, and particularly lengthen through the back of the neck and through the base of the skull. And as you soften, again, just sense any little micro movements would help you to settle. And again, you might inhale. And if you like, you can inhale and hold the breath just for a moment. Just feel from the inside, and then let the breath gently flow as you exhale. And again, you might explore any little micro movements. Maybe let your head drift a little bit to the left and to the right. You might want to open your jaw, move your jaw from side to side. Let's take a few moments here. Let your breath completely be relaxed. Take a few moments to sense, what is it like right now just to be? Nothing to do, nowhere to go. And as you do so, notice, in particular, notice the world of senses. Can you notice right now, can you identify all the sounds around you, 360 degrees? If your eyes are closed, can you just sense the play of light beyond your closed eyes? Noting the feeling tone. Externally, the sense of the air touching your skin, the texture of your clothing against your skin. What are the most predominant pressure points right now? Perhaps where you're seated, or your feet. Noting now the internal feeling tone. Are there any areas that you can identify right now that feel what you might call unpleasant? Any tightness, any holding, any congestion, stagnation? Is there anything now you can sense that feels good, feels pleasant? Any areas that feel at ease or free-flowing? Noting any areas that feel kind of in between, no particular strong, pleasant, or unpleasant sensations. And you might just take a few moments to explore what it's like to feel from the inside. One primary access to here and now is through opening to the feeling tone of the body, because the body only lives in the here and now. Sensing from the inside the forehead smooth. Can you relax the muscles around and behind your eyes? And as you feel it from the inside, all the muscles of your face, is it possible to let your face move toward a sense of expressionlessness? Feeling the inside of your mouth. And sensing the jaw, perhaps noticing the masseter muscles, kind of the chomping muscles, and sensing through the length of the jaw. Could you allow your jaw to relax or slacken a little bit? And can you now feel the weight and the volume of your arms? Down through the elbows and down through the wrists. And is it possible to feel from the inside now, the palms? Can you feel the volume of your thumbs? And the space inside each of your fingers. You might bring your attention now to your belly, just sensing the kind of the full belly. And is it possible here to let your belly soften? Maybe, if you like, just to kind of aid this practice, over the next 3 exhalations, how much more could you soften, relax, and feel from the inside, the belly and the abdomen? Sensing now the buttocks, the floor of the pelvis, and the hip joints. And feeling the weight, the volume, the length of your legs down through the knees. Down through the ankles. Is it possible to feel the volume and the space inside your feet? And in particular, sensing the soles of the feet and the heels. Is it possible now to soften the whole body? Is it possible to feel from the inside this whole felt sense of the body? The more intimately you feel, the more intimately you are here and now. You might now guide your attention to an anchor of your choosing. For many of us, it's the breath. At the nostrils, of the belly, or just a general sense of the breath. And you might just sense now, over the next 3 breaths, how intimately can you feel the breath from the inside? You might like to explore the anchor of sound, and you might, for the next few moments, just notice how intimately you can experience the sound vibrations, 360 degrees. And yet another option might be to feel the palms of the hands as your anchor. And you might now, just for the next few moments, notice how intimately you can soften and feel any sense of pulse or tingling or vibration. And for this next period of time now, as best you can, let your attention rest here with your anchor, whatever you choose, breath or sound or the feeling in the palms, with the intention to feel from the inside, to intimately experience the aliveness. When the mind naturally wanders away, sense if you can note that with a smile, and then gently invite your attention back. You may notice how each time you notice your mind has wandered, when you re-engage with your anchor, when you soften and feel from the inside, you can relax and begin to notice this deep sense of being. And you may notice how the more you relax and feel, the more you may notice this co-arising of an effortless kind of noticing. noticing what's changing. Noting that there's a quality of doing in this practice. And noticing if that doing can be really gentle. When you notice the mind is lost in a thought form, can you meet that with an inner smile? Like training a puppy. And gently guiding your awareness back to your anchor. Feeling from the inside, and then allowing yourself simply to rest in this sense of being and allowing. In this remaining 5 minutes or so, you might refresh your practice. Just noting again the sense of feeling from the inside, the forehead smooth. And the feeling inside of your face expressionless. Sensing the inside of the mouth. The space inside your throat. The belly. The soles of the feet. And you might, if you like, over the next 3 breaths, again, just sense how intimately can you experience from the inside your anchor. And you might like to move even more into this sense of resting in presence. If you like, if it feels right for you, let the sense of, any sense of holding on to your anchor, let that fall away. And sense this spaciousness that can arrive when you deeply relax and feel and allow. Is there anything that could soften or relax or let go right now? Is there anything that could relax or soften or let go even more? You might explore over this next minute, how much more could you soften and relax and let be? You might now very gently introduce a little bit of doing. If you were to slow down and deepen your breath, notice what that feels like inside. And you might sense now what has shifted, what has changed over this last meditation.